It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Talk that talk.
Today, 2 of the young men charged in connection with a deadly shooting at a Sweet 16 party last year pleaded guilty in a Douglas County courtroom.
One suspect, Samuel Williams, was sentenced to life plus 5 years in prison. Another suspect, Noah Bradley, entered a guilty plea, and he's expected to testify when their co-defendants go to trial. Let's go now to 11 Alive's Karis Belger. She joins us live in Douglas County tonight and spent the entire morning in court.
And Karis, what was the mood like as this proceeding went on in court?
It was extremely emotional. Multiple people were crying in court today. In fact, at one point, even the attorney representing one of the defendants broke down in tears when she addressed the judge.
I hope you remember this for the rest of your life, because we all have life sentences now.
2 families in anguish.
I can't sleep. I don't eat. I'm not working.
Mothers, sisters, cousins, and friends of 14-year-old Ajane Hill and 15-year-old Samuel Moon packed this Douglas County courtroom. Hill and Moon were both shot and killed in March of 2023 when they were leaving a Sweet 16 party that had just ended. Today, 2 of the young men involved, Michael Williams and Noah Bradley, pleaded guilty to multiple charges in connection with the incident. Today, Noah Bradley pleaded guilty to 2 charges of aggravated assault, and Michael Williams entered a guilty plea for 2 counts of felony murder and other charges.
Like I said, I do take responsibility for the people I chose to hang around and the things that happened that night. And I know I can't give y'all them lives back, but I do want to apologize and give my condolences out to the ones that's hurting right now.
According to the prosecution, the shooting was related to a disagreement involving members of a gang, and neither Hill nor Moon were the intended targets.
Do you know his blood is still in that spot where he lay in the driveway for hours? For hours. And y'all didn't even get your target. That's the worst part.
As part of his plea deal, Bradley agreed to testify against his other co-defendants. The trial is set for September 30th. Now, I did speak with more family members of both of the victims off camera. They tell me in no way do these plea agreements remove any of the hurt from their loss, but they're hoping that this is a step forward so that they can begin getting justice for their family members. Jennifer?
Karis, I know those mothers of the victims were some of those family members who you spoke with. How were they coping and dealing with all of this?
Well, they said in a way this tragedy has brought them together. As you can imagine, this is not a club either of them would ever want to join, but both of these women told me that in a way their children brought them together. They told me they are now both angel mothers after court today. In Douglas County, Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
Do I have to turn this way? Yes. Thank you. My name is Marissa, and I am Samuel's aunt. This is the craziest situation standing up here knowing that these people were involved in killing my nephew. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. I know that everything sounds repetitive, but our family is really close. My sister and I had a really unique relationship. And our kids, we basically lived together. It was like 2 moms and 6 kids. Samuel was more than a nephew. So if you guys have any siblings, which I know one of you does, I don't think you can imagine unless the same thing happened to you what this is for us. While y'all were running away, we had to plan a funeral instead of his 16th birthday, because he was 15. While y'all were running away, taking pictures and doing all that stuff, your girlfriend's posting, y'all not guilty, this, all stuff like that, we were planning a funeral. In February, my whole family came together to celebrate my dad's 80th birthday. We never would have thought that the next time we would see each other would be to meet up at my sister's house the next day to find out that my nephew was dead. I got a call late at night. My daughter had to wake me up, screaming. My mom in the background. Somebody killed Boo Boo. Somebody killed Boo Boo. Somebody shot him. What? I wish I could put it into your brain about what I felt. The nerves, the pain to watch you to have to think about your life when you didn't think about my nephews is wild to me. Like, you get a chance. I've made mistakes. But this ain't nothing. Like, y'all are happy about it, and I feel like empty words, and there's nothing you can say. But while y'all were running away, we had to do stuff at a cemetery. My niece had to finish school. My sister's still trying to carry on. His friends, people in the community doing balloon releases and prayer vigils. You know his blood is still in that spot where he lay in the driveway for hours? For hours. And y'all didn't even get your target. That's the worst part. I know a couple of you in here, and it's really hard. I hope you remember this for the rest of your life, because we all have life sentences now. For the rest of my life, I'll never have Boo Boo. For the rest of my son's life, he'll never have his best friend. For my daughter, for all of the kids, they don't have him. The kids here today, they don't have him. We don't get to. You guys get to wake up every single day. It's wild. But you're laughing, but it's funny, because y'all ganged up. I just want to say that I really miss my nephew. And you will never understand the hurt that our family has gone through this year. The things, the memories, all of this stuff. The memorials, it's not normal. This is not normal. I could take, my gang is my family. I could take them, we could get, we could do stuff too. It's like, that's what you chose. You chose that family. We had a family and you broke it. And nothing will ever be the same. And I hope you live with that forever. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Today it is Thursday. It is August 22nd. The year is 2024. It's a gorgeous morning outside. I can't come out today and give me a little bit of coffee. The birds are not so loud this morning. They've been kind of quiet recently. I mean, the birds have been quiet. About 9 o'clock in the morning, I haven't took the dogs out yet. They're down there sleeping. Got up early this morning. I went to bed early last night. I was watching the Democratic conventions. I saw Oprah. I saw Lieutenant Governor Duncan, the Republican who is supporting Ms. Harris, who is supporting the Democratic. There's a lot of, if you don't know this, there are a lot of Republicans here in Georgia who are supporting the Democratic Party because they don't like Trump and his policy. They don't like nothing about Trump and his foolishness. And it'd be kind of foolish for us to ignore Donald Trump and what took place with him. I keep seeing these messages and people say, I don't care about that. Okay, y'all an idiot. You might want to care about what took place with Trump on that when they ran up in there on January 6th, because they plotting and planning a part 2 to that. So anyway, this particular news story that you all just saw, this was when two teenagers were killed at a Sweet 16 party. It was a 14 and a 15-year-old were killed at a Sweet 16 party on March, and this happened in March 6, 2023, just a couple of years ago. And these guys are just getting sentenced now in 2000, about a year later. Gosh, I mean, I keep wondering to myself, do people think prison is this 5-star luxury resort with great medical facilities, all-inclusive food, and what? There is no way in hell you could get me to grab a gun and run around and shoot somebody and go to. I'm not going to prison for no reason involving violent, horrendous crime to two innocent kids at a 16-year-old. I have so much I want to say about this video, but first off, let me just say this. Y'all, there have been so many people killed at 16 Sweet 16 parties. What is the point of having a party at your home or a public facility? If you're going to do that type of event, it needs to be something very low key where nobody knows what you're doing. These people have lost their minds. You know, this out in Douglasville. You would think in Douglasville would be a safe, clean area. And I need to send this article to a friend of mine because I was just on the phone with him last night. He's looking at a house out in Douglasville, and I warned him. He's like, well, parts of Douglasville is good. I said, okay, you don't get it, yeah. Yeah, parts of Douglasville are fine, but anyway, you got these crazy niggas that you might want to steer clear. These people are crazy with these guns, these teenagers, these weapons, these gangs, just violent for no reason. They went up there and shot up these people's party for what reason? Killing innocent people for what? And y'all parents who let your children attend these types of parties, you are a damn fool. There have been so many killings over the past decade at these parties with these teenagers there. First off, yeah, I am 54 years of age. If I have a party at my home, it's probably going to start about 12 noon and end about 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock is late. Okay, it's about 8 o'clock at night. These motherfuckers are out of here. There is no way in hell I'm having any event at my home and it goes to midnight or 1 in the morning. And I'm not sure what time the shooting took place. I know it was something later than that. Teenagers should be having a party that begins around noon and ends sometime about 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Then y'all should be leaving the party. Bye, y'all. Happy birthday. And going about their damn business. Not late at night still partying until the wee hours of the morning. A lot of these parents really shouldn't be parents. A lot of parents are not doing parenting. They're making dumbass decisions. I got a lot I can say about this. But I'd have to go back and read the details of this. I don't know. What time did that shooting happen at that damn party? 11 p.m. Okay. At 11 o'clock at night, that party should have been over. But I know y'all, everybody still say, shake your groove thing, shake your groove. If your kids at 14, 15, 11 o'clock at night, it don't make sense, y'all. That party should have started around noon and ended sooner. Not even though we know violence could happen at any damn time. But I would suggest, if I had children, it would have been a very, very, very small function at my home. Very small. No one really knew about it. A minimal amount of people involved. These days, these kids are just, something's wrong with the violence that we keep seeing in our communities over and over again. And there's a state, she's not a senator, she's a what is she, what is her name? Bird. Her son was killed at a party. He was shot and killed. He was just standing there, and them guys beat him up. I think they beat him up or so did something to him. But y'all, keep your children. If you're going to allow your child to attend these types of parties, my suggestion would be the parties must start at an earlier time, and you need to be there with your children. You need to be there to supervise. And then at a certain time, it's time to end this party about 5, 6, 7 o'clock. They need to be much earlier. Not know at 11 o'clock at night and get your children and go home. This is ridiculous. With that said, that's how I feel about that event. In any type of event involving teenagers that goes to past 10 o'clock at night. It's foolishness. Go home. And the parents are to blame for this bullshit because they need to end these parties, start these parties earlier and end them early. Don't y'all see the type of violence going on in our communities? And like I said earlier, Douglasville, you would think that Douglasville would have been a safe place to have a nice party at a nice home. That was a nice house for these kids, but I'm telling y'all, anything involving these heathens today, we have a lot of violence in our black communities. Everybody's got a gun. Everybody's got a gun. All these teenagers have got guns. Y'all, what was the purpose of shooting up these people at this party? What did they think was going to come out of this shit? I'm just trying to figure this out. Were they going to get an award or something? They were going to get a pat on the back? No, you get prison sentences, nigga. Life in prison, you dumbasses. There's another portion of the video I didn't post, but I might post it at the end of this, where these other two people decided they're going to take it to a jury trial. They didn't plead guilty, huh? They about to get life in prison out there fucking around in Douglas County. Life with no parole. Two other people who were involved decided not to plead guilty, and they're going to go to a jury trial later on this fall. I have the videos of those two idiots. And 4 people are charged. I'm not sure who the shooter was. I was trying to do as much research as I could, because the case is about 1.5 years old, and this plea deal just kind of popped up here. I don't have any children, y'all, obviously. But there's no way in hell I would allow my children to have a party at my house that went to 11 o'clock at night with a bunch of teenagers in here. The party would start early and end early, and I would also make sure there were a ton of adults here so we can make sure the party didn't get out of hand. And it wouldn't be no type of event where everybody was passing invitations through social media and all this stuff. No, you can't do that anymore with these types of parties. It has to be a small party, 5 to maybe 10 people, max, and their parents. And that's it. We got to start making some wise decisions here. Violence can happen anywhere. We know this. We do know violence can happen anywhere, but I think some of this stuff can be avoided. Some of it can be avoided. And I don't even know if it's even worth it to even have these types of events at your home for your teenager. You might want to go to a much more secure. But they've had these parties for these teenagers at event facilities. Shooting happens, hotels shooting happens, ballroom shooting happens. I've seen it all. Maybe it's just best not to even have them type of party. Happy birthday, child. Eat a piece of cake, eat that cake, blow out that candle, and come on, let's go on vacation. Get away from these heathens. Y'all love these heathens for some reason. We gonna have a bunch of parties and niggas up here dancing out there. No, we ain't. My children would be like, we never party over here. You goddamn right. We ain't find no heathens in this house. And you ain't going to the heathens parties. There was an event a few weeks ago, a sleepover that took place here in Georgia a few weeks ago, and some people got shot at the sleepover. And I remember clearly as a child, my mother and father made it clear we were not going over nobody's house talking about sleeping over, and with nobody coming to our house to sleep over. We going to sleep over? No, that was our cousins. You know, we slept over at my grandmother's house in Decatur, Michigan. We all camped out there for the summer. I don't know. I just think parents need to start making wiser decisions about their children's lives, and some of this violence can end by protecting your children and just making wiser decisions. No party should have been on until 11 o'clock at the time of night. I do agree violence could have happened during the daytime too, but 11 o'clock at night is a little late for 15 and 14-year-old kids to be at a 16-year Sweet 16 party. Don't y'all think? I think the party was ending at that point at 11 o'clock at night. What happened here? Okay. Deputies say 2 teens were killed and 6 were injured when someone opened fire on a group of more than 100 teenagers at a party at a house on Talaquinta Road. I don't know how I pronounce that. Talaquinta. Must be Indian Road. Around 11 p.m. Saturday. 100 people at a Sweet 16 party in Douglasville. I don't know. Hill's mother, one of the kids, says her daughter was shot in the back of the head as she was running from the party after an uninvited guest got belligerent and started fighting. God, my daughter would never been there. The woman, Chanel White, says she dropped her daughter off at the party and then hung around for several minutes to make sure everything was okay. She said nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Okay, what time did you drop this off? This probably was 11 o'clock at night. Your daughter was still there. The party's organizer says she ended it because some teens were smoking marijuana. About 100 kids were outside when shots rang out. 100 teenagers at a party. Something's weird here, but you got 100 folks running around some damn house. Many parties I had, I don't think I've had 100 people in my home. Parents are not parenting. Too much violence in the community. Common sense got to kick in at some point. We ain't have no 100 kids over here partying no damn house with no Sweet 16. Oh no, we're going to get you a cake from Publix. They make a delicious cake. You're going to sit here with your brothers and sisters and family and a close couple of family members. And we'll celebrate your birthday in Disneyland or somewhere else, not here in Niggerville. Atlanta, for all these black areas where you have black people living, the violence is just insane now these days in these communities. What is the purpose of grabbing a gun and shooting at people at a party because you couldn't get in there? And this has happened so many times, repeatedly, and the parents still don't learn. And it never happened to me. My kids were safe. Yeah, okay. Those who have parents, when I talk to some of my friends who have some of the stuff that my family members and associates do with their kids is shocking to me. My niece rented a hotel room for her son and had some type of party, and she was even there. I said, "Where are you?" "Oh, I'm at work." You rented a hotel room for some teenagers. To have a party. And you left them there and you went to work overnight. What is this? I'm thinking, that's not too wild. I said, Karma. I was kind of like, okay, I don't think that's a good idea. Who's supervising these kids? Who? Do you think I'm going to rent a hotel room for some teenagers and I'm going to come on back into the house and go to work and all this stuff? Y'all see y'all later. No, hell no. The dumbest shit ever. But grown people, everybody grown, do what the fuck they want to do. But I ain't doing that. Damn, be over here. I ain't doing no stupid shit like that. No, I'm not doing that. Well, anyway, what is this? Damn it. Some glass on this porch. Where'd that come from? I need somebody to come pressure wash and stain my deck over here. It needs to be redone. I got some high-ass quotes. I'm thinking I'm going to wait till this damn fall. And prices, I said, these motherfuckers high as hell. I just need to pressure wash the deck and then restain it and pressure wash and put a fresh coat of paint on the backside of it. And people lost their damn mind. Then they ring the phone off the hook with these high-ass prices. I'm not paying that. I'll wait. I'll do this a little bit later. It'd be nice to do it when the weather's not so hot any damn way. But I just need to be pressure washed. I might do this shit myself. I just need somebody to help me move this furniture off of here. No good for nothing nephews to get over here and help me move this shit. Wish them niggas could do some damn work. They ain't worth a hill of fucking damn beans. It's a damn shame. Can't call their asses for nothing, but they'll ring this phone off the hook for $100. Shockingly, yesterday I was coming back home from the gym and I heard my Cash App go off. One of my nephews sent back the money I had loaned. He sent it back. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that was the first time I ever got paid back by them niggas. I was like, what? I was almost fainting. I got dizzy for a second there. I said, what happened? He sent it back. I couldn't believe he actually repaid me the little $100 I sent him. That was a shocker. Another note. I'm going to come back to talk about something because I spoke to one of my... there's a guy that goes to my gym. He's an ex-NFL football player. And I was talking to him yesterday, and nigga flat ass broke now. How the hell you went through all that money that fast? I'm confused. But we're going to talk about this. I think a lot of black folks don't know how to appropriately... If you come from an environment... He came from an environment with a single mom. We don't understand money. I told that man when I first met him, buy a house. He over there paying between $4,000 and $5,000 a month in rent. Why are you doing that? Buy a house. I told him that repeatedly. Buy a home. And I saw him in the gym yesterday, and we were talking. I said, okay, the situation got worse. Well, the first thing you need to do is get out that high-ass rent. My lease is up in February. I said, well, you might want to break that lease early. Because if you're struggling over there, why the fuck would you want to sit somewhere? I can imagine living someplace in Atlanta, Georgia, paying between $4,000 and $5,000 a month in rent. What am I getting here? Am I living with a white family and they paying all? What is going on here? I'm not going to pay that type of money in rent. But anyway, I'm gonna do a little YouTube out there because I've spoke to so many people who are in financially bad situations, and I think they kind of put themselves in this, and they want to blame the Republicans and the Democrats. And nobody made you sign that high-ass lease. Common sense got to kick in at some point. Oh shit! So I'm gonna do a video about that. But anyway, this video is a little bit long. I wanted because I just wanted to show you all what's happening in these courtrooms when these idiots grab these guns, go out there and shoot and kill innocent people, and they end up spending decades behind bars for some ignorant shit, for a stupid party. I mean, something's wrong with it. You can't get in the party, so you decide to shoot up the damn party. That's some ignorant ass shit. But it happens every day. It happened. I'm sure it didn't happen. It happens every single day. It ain't that important. It really ain't. You can't get in. I've been plenty of parties I pulled up to. They said, "Oh yeah, you're not on the list." I said, "Okay." I got back in my car and left. I didn't shoot up the damn place. I went on back. When we went someplace else, some party. I've gone to parties, and some of the people were on the list, and some of us went, and they said, "No." So we all left. Okay, bye. We out of here. We didn't get mad about it. We got in the car and hauled in. It wasn't that deep. But anyway, today is Thursday, August 22nd. The year is 2024. Let me conclude this video. First of all, coffee's getting cold, and I guess so. But I do want to do a video about these finances here. It's just weird what's going on here. But I'll be back later. Do another video. I'll be back.